go from bong sao to tan sao to chun choi or chekun. Okay, so bong sao, tan sao, chekun or chun choi. So make sure the rear hand is in wu sao. But when you connect here with the dummy, make sure your knuckles don't go through it. You'll break your own knuckles. Okay, so you got to be careful here. Don't connect. Just barely touch the dummy if you really need to connect. So we're going to go 1, tan, hit. Okay, this time what we're going to do is we're going to pivot. So make sure you pivot. It's called choma. Okay, now this time it's pretty rigid. What we're going to do this time is going to make it Jkd. Okay, what I mean by Jkd, because that was pure Wing Chun, and a lot of Wing Chun guys, they could do it really fast, but what we're going to do here, we're going to turn it into Jkd, and we're going to make it fast. Okay, this time we went from bong to tan hit, but when we make it Jkd, what I meant by Jkd, we go fast. That's not necessarily the focus here. The focus is we could barely touch with the tan sao. So the bong, barely touch with the tan and hit. So even in Wing Chun we call it one hand carries two. Okay, the key principle here. Okay, I'm just going to slip. Once I touch, the hand's going to, see the elbow touches this arm here. 1, it barely makes it to the tan sao when I slip from here. So go 1, 2, and I hit. Okay, I go on the outside, hit, and hit one hand. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to support with the pak sao. So I'm going to push the arm across so I can come across. And that's when you're going to see Jkd. That's when you're going to see the intercepting. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, hit, 1, 2, and hit. So 1, 2, 1, 2. You notice there's no more tan here. Even though the tan is here, it's kind of hidden from here. So 1, I hit. So 1 motion. 1 motion. 1 motion. So I intercept the arm here. Even the rear hand now is in wu. Now I'm going to support it with pak. So 1, I hit. I hit. I hit. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, here. Hi, this time I want you to meet my friend Bob here. He takes a lot of beating, but yet he doesn't talk much. But that's the best partner you could get for yourself. Anyway, what happens now, Bob has no arms. And if I can't afford a wooden dummy, what do I do in this situation? And what I want you to do is here, imagine now, use your head. So you're going to do an imaginary person throwing a punch at you. You're going to block with bong, come back with tan and hit. Now you notice I'm going to start doing Jkd. And I'm going to apply it on a real person now. And Jkd is supposed to be non-classical. This is way too classical for me, right? But yet, you have to do Wing Chun. Without Wing Chun, you're not doing Jkd. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to imagine the punch coming. I'm going to block. I'm going to hit. But if you notice now, I'm going to throw the combination. So I block, hit. I hit 1, 2. So I imagine the punch coming. Am I going to go like this? On the real person, if they throw a punch, I block, I hit. If you notice, I can see the extension of the arm. I don't pull it back. Jkd is non-telegraphic, so I don't telegraph it here. So I just hit. 1, 2, I hit. 1, 2, I imagine the punch coming. I imagine the punch coming. Okay? You can notice I'm throwing with the left lead, but I prefer the right lead all the time. So 1, 2, That's the next lesson. We're going to do chop choy, kwa choy combination. Okay? Never take your eyes off your opponent.